Hi guys, it's Randy Hatada representing Xpand Realty here to give you your Las Vegas market update. So we are going to go over our 2021 numbers and what's going on as far as December is concerned. I know it's January, but our numbers are a little reactive. Today, just to get right into the meat and potatoes of it, our median price point for single-family residences is at a high $425,000. Our medium condominiums and townhouses are at $242,000. So that's where we are as far as that is concerned. And what that means is that in single family residences, we've increased in value or home sale prices by 23% from last year. As far as condos has gone up 30%. So even more than single family homes. As far as like our December stats, as expected, more sales than we do inventory. And probably because a lot of listing agents or sellers theoretically don't list properties in December as much as they would come January, February, and the rest of spring. So with that, we had over 3,000 units sold, single family residences, 2,250 units available for single family residences. As far as condos, there were 827 units sold and only 387 available. So in both arenas, we have a major shortage in housing. Again, these numbers are starting to grow as far as listings are concerned in January, but we're coming off a major all-time low in supply. Basically, what that means to you is that 2,250 houses for sale is only a 0.7 month supply of inventory. And in Las Vegas, we're used to having a 3-month supply of inventory in the past, and that would be deemed a strong seller's market. So what that puts us in is an extremely strong seller's market. But still, it's not as extremely strong as we were maybe 6 months to a year ago. On average, as a practitioner, we're probably seeing maybe 5 offers per listing, whereas in the past, we'd probably be seeing 15 to 20 offers per listing. So it's slowed down a little bit. We see a lot more negotiations taking place when it comes to buyers than we did before, and I deem it a lot more of a healthy market today. Some of the changes just happened within the last 2 weeks. We just had a bump in interest rates, unfortunately, for you buyers. Interest rates went up 3/8 to 5/8 of a point, so almost half a point on average. And another huge announcement, sorry to be a little bit of gloom and doom, but those of you who are looking for second home loans, Fannie Mae has announced that they're going to treat second home loans similar to investment loans. And what that means to you is that if you're buying a second home, that means more down payment and about 1% more in interest rate as far as the financing is concerned. What's a second home? A second home is usually out of state, so you own your primary residence somewhere else and you're buying a second home usually in another state, which deems the second home loan, it's still defined as a primary residence theoretically, so you get the benefits normally on the loan as a primary purchase, but again, now they're changing it more towards an investor platform. So that's a big change that's taking place. Other changes are that Clark County has announced that unincorporated Las Vegas is really considering the idea of doing short-term housing, daily rentals, some call it Airbnb rentals, but that's big news. They're doing petitions and all that, and I believe they will have to make a decision by June. Right now we have 3 cities, that's Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. Right now Henderson and North Las Vegas do allow short-term rentals, and there are different rules and stipulations between the 2 cities and in specific parts of Las Vegas as well. So different rules. If you're interested in anything like that, come talk to us because the rules are very detailed and specific depending on what city you're buying in. As far as like the housing market, things are starting to pick up from December. Normally things slow down a little bit just because of the holidays and you know, Christmas and New Year's and all the festivities, and then they start picking up pretty heavily starting now, which is mid-January, and then spring becomes peak season as far as real estate is concerned and amount of transactions being done. Rental properties are still continuing to climb. Demand is continuing to climb as people move to Las Vegas. We do have a major shortage for rental property as well. Thus, rents prices are climbing up, and not gradually, they're pretty aggressively climbing up. And because of the changes within the last year or two, a lot of the current tenants that are renting are witnessing or going through price increases. So there's a lot of change going on in the rental arena as well. As far as investors, that would be a positive for you, where a lot of the projected cash flows or current cash flows that you guys are seeing now are starting to increase, and your expenses are probably staying where they were before. So that's a positive. As far as our eviction moratoriums and all that, the federal eviction moratorium has expired last year, and we just have somewhat of a state moratorium. And it simply states that if an eviction is started on a tenant for non-payment of rent, the tenant can file a 30-day extension in order to file for an application with the CHAPS program for rental assistance. Another thing that's happening is there are a lot more loan programs becoming available as things kind of stabilize. I mean, we've had a lot of topsy-turvy things go on with COVID and our economy and all of that, but now there's confidence in the air, and a lot of lenders are rolling out a lot more aggressive programs for investors and for homeowners. There's also housing assistance available today, where a couple years ago there were very minimal or none to offer our first-time home buyers. So that's something you probably want to ask your realtor or lender about. As far as high-rises, there's a lot more movement in the high-rise arena as well, including condo hotels. So that's something, if you're interested in, we could help you discuss in more detail. So in general, we are still in a very strong real estate market. If you're a buyer, make sure you consult a good realtor to help you navigate and even get accepted through this, again, strong seller's market. And for you sellers, you still can expect multiple offers on the table, especially with a lot of our buyers still coming in from the big cities. And some of the trends that still are happening is that a lot of people are coming in from California, then Washington and Florida in general, and all the big cities as well. I think we're gonna continue to see growth here in Las Vegas. We're having fun watching our new sports team, including the Las Vegas Raiders, who made it to the playoffs this year. What a wow. Golden Knights continue to be popular. I think there's talk in the air about us having a professional baseball team, professional soccer team, and professional basketball team. So that's all gonna be great for our locals and really help spark our economy even more. The casinos are open, people are here eating and gambling and having a good time, so that's continuing. And our COVID counts are not high or low, we're just, kind of skimming the middle, which is still a pretty healthy environment. And, people are traveling, so if you want to come to Vegas, by all means, come. Just bring your face coverings, because that is still a requirement in public. In general, it's a happy place to be, still very strong, good environment. Weather's nice. It's a little cold today, a little windy, but on average, we've had a very warm winter. What that might mean is be ready for a very warm summer. So, get your bikinis and bathing suits and swim shorts ready. Hit the pools. Well, I hope this information was beneficial to you. If you liked what you heard, subscribe to our channel, as we have more videos coming out specific to different things. We'll continue to give you market reports and updates as they come. Other than that, Viva Las Vegas, go Vegas, Vegas stronger, all of the above. But we look forward to seeing you in the near future. Take care, you guys. Peace.